The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
What we're doing is stacking diversified AI contracts, turning infrastructure discipline into durable margin, and then in a market really climbing the wall of doubt and fear around the AI supercycle. We're not promising the moon. We're really just compounding contracted revenue, one measured deployment at a time. And the AI supercycle doesn't reward the loudest CapEx announcement. It rewards operators who scale revenue before scaling risk.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Craig Tavares, the CEO of HIVE Digital Technologies subsidiary, BUZZ HPC. Craig, great to speak with you. You talk a lot about sovereign AI for Canada. Why is providing a secure domestic alternative to the US tech giants such a massive strategic play for BUZZ right now?
So we're actually filling a gap and seizing an opportunity in the Canadian markets. We are one of the very few Canadian owned and operated data center and GPU cloud service providers in Canada operating at scale. We were actually one of the first to launch a custom-built and purpose-built AI cloud. And again, this is to really provide compute capacity within the Canadian borders in a secure way. And really what that means is, I use a reference when you thought back around the Ukraine-Russia war, and Russia shut off the natural gas exports to Europe. People were wondering how they were going to heat their homes in the winter season. In this case, Canada had a large gas stockpile and could probably provide enough gas to power the world, except we stopped investing in pipelines to move the gas from one place to place of export. And that created a real dependence on foreign entities. So sovereign is really around independence, and it's creating data center infrastructure computing for Canadians for the purpose of AI.
Semi-Analysis recently ranked your network as one of the fastest globally. For an investor, how does that technical edge translate into higher margins and better customer retention?
So you said it exactly. So again, we take very careful care around how we build something, the service quality and what we deliver to the market. And this is the brand that we built is operating at a higher standard than the rest of the market. The market was flooded with a lot of similar providers recently in the last 2 years trying to seize the AI opportunity. But what we do is we operate at what we call enterprise grade standards, which means that we cater to large entities, large organizations that expect the highest quality service. That means that, we, like I said earlier, we spend really careful attention architecting, designing the data centers, the GPU cloud clusters. We are NVIDIA Cloud certified partner that pressure tests everything that we deploy and allow customers to use.
You've just locked in $30 million in contracts, but the goal is $140 million in ARR. How are you scaling that fast without over leveraging the balance sheet?
Yeah, absolutely. So just to give you a little more insight on that, since we've been signing these fixed AI contracts, and which are backed by the initial liquid cooled GPU clusters that we deployed in our Canada West Tier 3 data center facility, it really again adds an additional 50 million ARR to BUZZ, lifting the total of our HPC annualized revenue from 20 million to about 35 million near term, while the longer term vision still targets towards about 140 million ARR over the next year. So we're roughly around 1 million a month in ARR revenue a year ago, now over 3 million today, with a clear path to about 10 million a month. And what we're doing is stacking diversified AI contracts, turning infrastructure discipline into durable margin, and then in a market really climbing the wall of doubt and fear around the AI supercycle. We're not promising the moon. We're really just compounding contracted revenue, one measured deployment at a time. And the AI supercycle doesn't reward the loudest CapEx announcement. It rewards operators who scale revenue before scaling risk.
Craig, you're rolling out with Dell and Bell Canada. How do these blue chip partnerships de-risk the execution of your AI strategy compared to the rest of the field?
So partnering with Bell and Dell just means that, again, one, we've really picked the best of breed in market to go to market with. Again, these are companies that have just been around forever, healthy balance sheets. So again, when you look at shifts in the market, really, again, you expect these companies to definitely be around. Bell, again, as part of our sovereign strategy, we joined the Bell AI fabric last year. And then again, that was to deliver sovereign capacity within Canada. And Dell is one of the largest OEM server manufacturers in the world. So again, what we did was really build and bring the top brands to the market with us. So again, really, again, that speaks to the caliber of platform that we're building and rolling out to the market.
Craig, what's next for BUZZ HPC?
Well, we're going to continue to scale out, and we're going to continue to build again at the standards and the same de-risking type of strategy that we're using today. So while peers are building capacity first, and then really praying for utilization, we're going to expand with precision, and that's continue to deploy GPU infrastructure for sovereign and global demand.
Cool. Craig, I hope you'll keep us updated with your progress. Good speaking with you today.
Great, thank you.
Craig Tavares, the CEO of BUZZ HPC.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.